have 22 pieces. I think from every time you brought out something, I bought like a minimum of like 2. We work with one delivery person and the person knows home. Keep saying, my Luganda is not so good at directions. So the guy just goes and says, Ndiwa no kuget. I think I was looking for very unique items, very unique outfits. And most of the times when you look for these things, you go to Amazon, you go to all these other places. And I was like, if I can find a place in Uganda that can sell quality items at a fair price and can probably have same-day delivery, perfect.
#candycraft baby 3. So hello to the CC women and the CC women only. So hey guys, as we make 3 this year, it is only an honor that I have with me a lady that has been with us a good while. This is one of our ladies that has the most CC pieces in her closet. I'm talking 15 or more.
Yeah.
And to top it all, she celebrated 50 this year, her golden birthday. Happy birthday, Nancy.
Thank you very much.
First things first, how did you discover candycraft?
I discovered candycraft on Instagram. I think I was looking for very unique items, very unique outfits. And most of the times when you look for these things, you go to Amazon, you go to all these other places. And I was like, if I can find a place in Uganda that can sell quality items at a fair price and can probably have same-day delivery, perfect. And also, like now with the other clothes, by the time you buy them, it doesn't fit me. You can't take it back. But I was like, okay, let's give this a try. And this was, first time was 21st September 2023.
Yo, you remember the date?
And this was the first outfit I bought.
Really?
Yep.
If I remember well, your cat had, I think, that jumpsuit and the heather beige dress.
Big pockets. Yes. Then from there, it all went downhill.
Like, how do you even remember that date, the exact date?
Because I remember when I went and searched, and then when I went into your DMs to start asking, how much is this, how much is this? Then I also wanted, there was a cream jumpsuit also. There's another lady on there, but I think they were out of stock at that point in time.
So you discovered us on Instagram? By search? It was search?
Yeah.
I don't know why I always assumed it was an ad.
No. Well, it could have been an ad.
It could have been an ad, maybe.
Because you know how Instagram, they do they look at what you normally look at and blah, blah, stuff like that. So it could have come into my feed because I was looking for something.
Because those days were still very small, few followers. I think you met us, below 1,000 followers.
In my head, there were many. In my head, I was late to the party. I was like, where have these guys been?
Okay, yeah. We had been around for a while because we began in, you discovered us in 2023.
2023, yeah.
We began in November 22 with the Zanzi dresses. Okay. I think that makes sense. A lot of sense. Okay, so do you think we have changed in any way since you started shopping with us? Or
I think you've changed. You definitely have changed. I would say mostly positive because...
mostly?
First, wait, I'm coming. Okay, I think it might be a negative, but also might be a positive. I'll look at it from a point of view of when you started, the way you've changed is you're always willing to listen to the customers. Like you'll even give us, you can come in for another fitting or like to change your clothes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
No,
that's yours alone.
I've seen it right. I think probably I'm working with the CC VIP group. Probably that's where I got it from. But I know you can do a change of the outfit depending on the size of the person. But I also know based on that is where you're able to get, even on Instagram, you take in feedback. And based on the feedback is how you improve. And I figure even based on that, you you went from just working with Ugandans to like Nairobi, Kigali. I remember at some point I even ordered something and it showed my address as Kigali and you called me and you're like, are you sure? I think I was still trying to kind of maneuver, and also the website really changed and it's really cool, and the website really changed. It's really cool. Like,
you met us.
It was
Did you
there,
meet
but
us
it was as if
when we had a website already?
It was trying. No, now we have grown. I love it. You let us know when the outfits are on the site. We can easily go. We can easily pay. Easy payment, whether it's Momo or FlexiPay and that kind of thing. I think you're doing well.
Okay. I think that makes sense. What's your favorite memory shopping with us? If there is any, because it's still very early.
It's very easy for me to talk to you guys as customer service. I have this issue okay, let's pick it up, let's try and redo it, and whatever we shall deliver it back.
I think we've got so many compliments on our customer service. So many. We're so good.
And I also like that, at least for me, we work with one delivery person, and the person knows home. Because in my head I keep saying my Luganda is not so good at directions. So the guy just goes and says, Ndiwa no kuget. But I like that we just use the same person and he knows home. He just says, are you home? And then that's it. I don't have to go through so many things. I don't have to run downstairs, give it to the guy and say, speak to this guy.
Actually, whenever we have your delivery, we always call that rider and tell
Particular guy.
yes. And we let him know you're going to this place. You're like,
Oh,
get that babe. Like, oh, if he's not around, we always tell him to call someone whom he knows and direct the person. So they don't have to call you.
But even then, even when he's not around, I like that you would rather say, the person we normally use not around, do you mind if we deliver tomorrow or the next day? But at least you've communicated that information, like what time will you be home and that kind of thing. So for me, that works for me perfect.
So our communication is really good.
The communication is good.
Thank you. With a wardrobe full of candycraft, you have 15 pieces or more?
I have 22 pieces.
I'm sorry, what?
I have 22 pieces. I think from every time you brought out something, I bought like a minimum of like two pieces.
Isn't that more than I actually have in my closet?
It's very possible. I know that there's some that haven't come back and that kind of thing. I think there's even a time you asked me to sell you back some of my outfits and I said, no, never.
I've actually had points where I have pieces home that are not on site. Then let me say a cousin or a friend comes by and they take them out.
I will tell you how bad it is. I have a specific wardrobe at home where it's just candy pieces.
You sent me a picture.
I don't make me a picture of it. Hey, it's just there. These are my things. No one touch. Sagara Saudi day, Saturday day. So that
That's so with a wardrobe full of Sisi, what's your favorite piece? Sisi piece to date?
Okay, because of convenience, I'll say most of them are nice. Like I like them because I can use them any day, anywhere. I'll tell you the one I've used the most, which is probably my favorite, is also this one. Because I can go with it to a party, I can travel with it, it's just free and it has pockets. All my outfits have pockets. I love pockets. And it's also very different because it's okay to find a dress with someone else, maybe different material, but it's kind of same dress. But this, very rare. So everyone knows, and it's very easy for me to accessorize this. Like say with jewelry, whatever it is, bubbles. So I play around with it, how I like. I'll be like, if there's something I'm like, what am I going to wear? I'll just be like, I'm going to wear the jumpsuit. Sometimes I'll be like, wow, over one hit. Let me give the others a chance. Then I'm like, yeah. But then I'll go with this. Then I'll go with like my flowery, the pantsuits, the pants. And then the beige, the dress with the big pockets.
I was about to ask you, so what's the dress? Because you've said the jumpsuit and the pants, and now so what's the dress?
Because the dress was the next after I got this.
Because apparently people know us for our dresses, and I'm like,
Are you sure?
Yeah, most people come for.
Maybe they had come later on because I haven't seen. Because okay, yes, there's the pants. There's this jumpsuit. There's another brownish like sleeveless jumpsuit that
I think most people discovered us from the Zanzi dresses. That is why. But also I'm surprised you came and you first bought those instead of the.
Because for me, those because okay, now what I look at is I look at my body and I'm like, that dress is good but might not look good on me. And I know how I eat. I like to have a free dress and I want to be able to sit at a function and I eat and I'm not like that kind of thing. So even those dresses, when I saw some of them, I was like, might not be for me. So when I saw this, then there were the other dresses that came later on, the really long, flowy ones. There's one that has so many colors. I put on.
Are those the Sisi dresses?
Yeah, it's a Sisi dress. It's long.
The vintage.
It's a very long sleeve thingy.
Yes, monochrome.
I think you even did it on. You did it on. It was a holiday. It was a holiday
collection.
Yeah. And then you had the one
black and white,
gray, yellow, like gray with the yellow flowers with a white collar and white sleeve, whatever's. And then you've even forgotten some of your own outfits.
No, like I'm just surprised you recall some of those. Okay, no, I actually know them, but now it's because for you, like it's in your head right now.
Yeah,
it's not in my head right now.
Your head,
but I know it.
But I'm sure you'll
down to the name. No, but okay, but hold on. Okay, with all those outfits, how many have you not worn so far? Maybe I can buy them back.
No, you can't buy them back because I still plan to wear them.
Or maybe how many have you gifted to your friends?
I gifted one to my mom. Okay, it wasn't a gift. She just forced me to give it her. And the Oga
Maxi.
Yeah, so I gave one to my mom. My daughter has one.
Which one does your daughter have?
She has it's a monochrome thing. It was futuristic.
It's here?
No. It has the black and white like lights, like like how you have the black and white lights, like yes. And then it was kind of short, and then it had this springy. Yeah, and then the color was like,
I've understood. Actually, I feel like it must suit her.
Yeah. So far, that's one of her favorites.
It must suit her.
The way I'm saying it's the only one I've given her from my CC collection. So there's that. Then another friend of mine, Helen, I gifted her one of the green Zazie dresses. Like the long green thing. Yeah. So the others are now in storage. And my sister maybe. Lois, yeah, then I gave them.
Okay. And they returned them?
Never.
Or do we have to go and look for them?
Go. They're not coming back.
Okay. You made peace with it?
Made peace with it.
You made peace with it. Okay. So if we were a holiday destination, what destination would it be?
I would do, if you're a destination, I think I would look at more eastern, like the world, eastern side, or beachy, more because most of your outfits are like really long and they're comfortable, but they're also considerate of people's cultures. Like, because some places when you wear, like if you go to Dubai, if you wear a short dress, but you have like the long outfit, it's comfortable, it's respectful cultures and that kind of thing. So I would do holiday anywhere, whether it's a beach or not, because you can use them for dinner. You can use them to just take a stroll in town or whatever it is.
Okay, so if I'm talking in terms of, let me say, Bali, a safari,
I wouldn't do safari.
No, definitely not. I think it's more like vacation.
Vacation, we're all there. Last night we're having a dinner together, bring out that dress. Or first night we're having dinner together, or I don't know, we're going to visit someone's parents or someone's relatives.
I think also big events, because I think I've had like 3 people from you, 2 other ladies. They're both Kenyan. They were celebrating 50 this year, and they both asked for candycraft pieces.
Yeah.
I think there is Jackie. There is also one called Anne.
Yeah.
Anne. They also made 50 this year. But also asked like for candycraft.
For the card, yes. So now, like for my 50th, I wore the Nancy on my 50th, which is really perfect. And of course, everyone is, I want that dress, and like, it's my dress.
And it's no longer there.
And it's no longer there. Yes.
There's just one piece like this. It's an extra large.
The rest are gone. No, that's another piece that I've really worn a lot. Like, it works for me. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm going to school to visit my child, if I'm going for funeral service, if I'm going, it just works. It's just, again, it's just the way I accessorize it. I can put it on with Converse sneakers, I can put it on with heels. It's just the way you decide to play with it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I think we are more event, vacation. Anyway, so speaking of 50, let's get to know you. Who is Nancy?
I am a mother. I am a daughter. I am a partner. I am a great cook to some people. To those whom you want to cook, I just want to take up and
totally understand.
I'd look at myself as a sanguine. If you look at all the temperaments, I'm a sanguine, like a happy-go-lucky.
Yes.
I like being outdoors, but also like being indoors. Like, I'm the what kind of person who will be like, and then I'll be like, I just want to be in my house alone.
You like your peace.
I like, yeah, the kind of thing. Yeah.
So you are in between introvert and extrovert.
Yeah. Depending on.
I think that's a good balance.
It's a good balance. We need it.
I think for me, someone were to ask me who you are. Okay, according to what I know about you, I would say you have like the best personality, like the best. You know how on some days, let me say you're dealing with a lot of clients and what. There's one time last year in December, I had some stuff going on. I think I just ordered pieces. I don't know if I just ordered. Then you asked me, "Are you okay?" Like, it was such a random. But at that point, I had a lot going on, and I was like, "Hold on."
I'm just tricky to say, yeah.
No, like, I just want to know, like, did you sense something, or
it's possible? Or sometimes I just do those random check-ins, and yeah.
Wow,
I do random check.
Because at that particular moment, I had like a lot like I was going through, and I'm like, how did Nancy know this? Like, what are the chances? Did someone tell her?
No. It's like even when I randomly write to you and be like, there's this thing going on, but how are you? How is there? and you're like, it's well. Okay, bye.
I think that's really, really dope. I think that's really, really dope. No, like it touched me so much back then. Like I did not tell you, but
But you're like, this is different.
no, like it was because I just had a lot and I was like, this is so
Nice. At least I'm glad.
no wonder you're one of our favorite people. So as you get older, what's the best part about getting older in your opinion?
You normally have your priorities straight. You know what your priorities are. You know what you will take, what you will not take. But you also just like your peace. Like it's okay to not be out there and whatever it is.
It's okay if you miss out.
It's okay if you miss out. Like my daughter likes saying, it's never that serious. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, it's serious sometimes. But sometimes just for your, I'd rather stay in the house for like 2-3 days. I'm at peace. I can eat food and whatever. Then I'll be like, okay, now I recharge. It's good to recharge. Because if you're like bam, 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 all over the place, then you just get a burnout. And then before you know it, so and so was in hospital, whatever it is, and stuff like that. And it's been happening a lot to like some friends of ours. So I just like, you can pick what it is that you want to do. Some people will come and say, I want you to do this, but I'm going to pay you, I don't know, say $400. You're like, nah, it's just okay to say no. Because you're like, for the work I'm going to put in, maybe not, maybe another time, maybe next time, and that kind of thing. Like I'll not just pick anything and just do anything and everything and stuff like that. So it's just good to like take care of yourself first.
So okay, so it's the freedom you get to just do what you want.
I get to do what I want when I want. Not I did that a lot. But even when I did it a lot, I realized I was giving out more than I was being given. And I said, it's also okay to let some people go. And like how they always say, some people are here for a season and that kind of thing. It doesn't mean that they were really horrible people or whatever it is, but it helped you learn something throughout the process of growing up. Like God will put someone in your life to, they'll mess you up, but then you'll be like, okay, I've learned from this. I know what to do going forward.
There's always something,
Yeah.
a lesson in something. Do you think you still have that people pleasing?
I'm quite cross these days. I can be quite blatant these days, and I'll be like, no. Even if it comes to let's go out for lunch, I'm paying for it. Yeah, I'm okay. Anyway, I don't know, because even if I do that lunch, for example, you could be forced to be smiling. Now I say like I go for lunch with you. Oh, okay, I can go for lunch with you. You bring 2-3 other people around who I'm not so sure about. I've never met
The energy.
the energy is, then I'm forced to smile, then I'm forced to, so what do you do? And I just want me to meet with you, be like, Gwe, man, can you imagine what happened? We'll just start from there.
Because the vibe is there already.
Oh my God, why is she rude? How come she didn't greet us? How come she didn't? And also, as you grow older, you come from this number of friends, because there's friends, acquaintances, colleagues, and whatever it is, and you have to defer who is who to like this. And it's also okay. Then you look at your village, you're like, I have 10 friends. You're like, but are they all actually friends?
Friends, true.
Cut it down, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's dope.
At the end of the day, you have peace of mind. You know what it is that you want to do. Sometimes you even say, I've saved a lot of money this month, because you're not spending as much as you'd spend if you're with certain particular people and that kind of thing. So, yeah.
Okay, I think that's good. I think in my perspective, I think because also I'm still growing and whatever. For me, it is, there are some people that you should please, and there are some whom you should just let go.
But it's I mean, you learn along the way, because I can't say stop people pleasing, because it's up to you to learn. You're going on your own journey.
Because I can say right now, and anyway, I think it's good to blow your own way. So I can say I'm not a people pleaser. Like I don't identify with that. But also I know there's someone who may say, she is a people pleaser. But also because I candycraft, I run candycraft.
Yeah.
So it may be a bit hard for me not to people please when I run the business. You get it, eh?
I get it, but it's part of your own personality. It's your own whatever. So why should you have to change it for someone else? If people are like, oh, she's a people pleaser, and you're just like, okay, fine. If I say people pleasing, I might say I people please, but I might say I did for my parents, for example. But even then, they deserve it. Because even now, as they grow older and whatever it is, like I like being there. You see, so that's very different. But like this whole general
thing, like here in Fachi.
Yeah. What am I dying for? Yeah.
You can just be yourself. Okay. So what's the most important thing you have learned about life thus far at 50?
I'll say same thing. The same response. Like the previous response. Yeah. It's just about whatever, like you prioritize your life, prioritize what it is that you want to do. And then there's one thing to set up a goal or what objective or whatever and follow through. It's another thing to say, oh, I'll do this. And then you're like, okay, I'll think about it tomorrow. You keep procrastinating, whatever it is. You never follow through. But at the end of the day, your priorities are your priorities. What is your priority might not be mine. So I might say, my priority is to do 1, 2, 3. Then you'll be like, Nancy over chills. Can you imagine she's not doing 1, 2, 3? That's my priority. But yours might be
different. So it's just being true to yourself.
It's just being true to yourself.
Okay. So have your priorities and values changed? Of course, I think they have.
They have, of course, over the years.
Of course, they have.
They have. I've learned to, on top of what we've just discussed, I've learned to get to a point where it's okay to say, I'm sorry. You know, there are people who say, I'm sorry you felt that way. I should be able to say, I'm sorry what I said hurt you, and that kind of thing. Because when I say, I'm sorry you felt that way, it is like, I'm not sorry for my thing, but I'm sorry
because of how you felt.
How you felt. I'm not really being sorry. I'm not being apologetic. Or it is okay to just check on people. Like, how are you? How are you doing? Like the way I checked on you. Do you have time for this? There are particular people now I've started setting time aside for. Like, I have a group of friends almost every quarter. We meet as girls.
Okay.
So that one, whether it's intentional, whether what or what, every quarter we're going to meet. It's not like, and we always meet at a neutral place. Because some stay like Kansanga, Muyenga, others stay this other side of Kulambero. So we have a location in town where we meet every whatever. So it is okay for that to happen. It's also okay to ask for help. Because I've grown up so independently and whatever. And I'm always like, I can do it. But it's also okay to ask for help. Whether the other person can help financially, emotionally, physically, whatever it is, it's okay to ask. And it actually takes quite a burden off you. Like when you get to realize, you're like,
if you trust the person,
of course, you have to know who you're asking for help. You're not just asking everyone, because there are people, you can come and ask me for help and I'll be like, no, sure, what do you need? If you say I need 500,000 just to get this, I don't know, material out of the way, I'll be like, fine.
Are you telling me to come and ask for help?
Oh, and say, can you imagine she has a business she can't even afford? You get what I mean? I'm not being truthful even in my, I'll be like, her business has grown now, she has forgotten me. Why does that have to come into play?
True. There are people whom you can, I think there are people whom you know, this one will not do such funny things. But also I feel like there are people whom you know won't do that, but like later on, they do something like that.
It's the same way you learn, like my father's always taught me, like say for example, when it comes to finances, lend out what you can afford to lose. So if you ask me for 20,000, I'll lend you 20,000. But if you come to me next week and say I need 50,000, I'll be like, get it from that 20. There's that 20,000 that you still haven't paid. But then I'll know when I'm working with you, we're not going to work on financial issues. Like we can work with any other thing, but not money related.
Okay, I think that's a good.
See, for me, that's how I learned. Like, lend that money you can afford to lose. If I lend you 100K and it doesn't come back when you say, but some people you also have to be careful, because you can give 100, they'll pay it back. Another 200, they'll pay it back. Then they'll ask for 1 million. But this guy pays. Person disappears. Then you see the person buying people food.
Has it happened to you before?
On TikTok, you see them buying bottles and you're like, excuse me, don't you owe me money? And that kind of thing. So you have to, I like to pray to be able just to discern. Like in my head, I'm like, I need wisdom, I need favor, I need grace, and just give me the spirit of discernment to be able to discern, is this person truthful in the way they're dealing with me? And that kind of, so
I think that's like the fastest prayer that God answers.
Quickly. The first thing I do is thank you. Then the others, for today, I need you to give me wisdom, favor, mercy, and discernment, and grace.
I've read it somewhere that mommy, you tell God to show you someone's true colors.
Yes.
Next second, he has showed you.
Okay.
What do we have here? So we've read so many quotes, notes, TikTok, Twitter about what advice would you give to your 20-year-old self. So now I want to jump to 30s. What advice would you give to your 30-year-old self?
I would have said save money. Okay, I'd have said blast, but blast within reason and that kind of thing. Because sometimes I look at things that I did then and how much I spent. No, it can be a double-edged sword in this kind of thing. I can say I could have saved this much money if I hadn't gone and hung out with these people. But also there's the thing of, like how they say, you can take a trip, you'll not remember the money that you spent, but the memories are what matter, the experience and whatever it is. So I can say, oh, I wish I'd done this, and I'd be like, no, but that was a blast. And that kind of thing. And it taught you meet different people along the way when you go for your trips and whatever it is and stuff like that. You know what you can drink, what you can't drink, and whatever it is. You know how to manage yourself and stuff like that. So, I mean, yes, I can say, you know what, God make me 30 again. I know how to deal with life better. But then, also, do I want to be 30 again in this age of the Gen Zs and whatever? I'm not so sure if I'll do all that. They say, clock it, what? Nah, I can't. I'm like, I'm happy where I am. But like we said, we keep growing every day. We keep learning every day. So I can't say I've learned everything and stuff like that. But whatever comes my way every day is what
you learn. Yeah. You learn. Okay. So save money.
Save, because if you put it in something there, good of money. Okay, now I have some. What's it?
Of course you have some.
Of course you did. Some money.
Be a candycraft woman. You don't have some money. You have money. That's
okay. I have enough to get me by.
Oh yeah. Okay, so save money. Better go and open make a piggy bank when
not the piggy one. You either in treasury bills or bonds or unit trust. Something that can give you at least a good interest to start working.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Money is fleeting. Okay. So what kind of chill vibe are you? Are you books, movie, free time?
Chilling nicely, properly is when I have my nice good food and I have my series all set up. Like the season 1, season 2, and I just began season 1, episode 2.
What's your favorite series?
Don't start. There are many. Oh, okay, I'll tell you my favorite kind right now are the British ones.
They're actually good.
Yeah, those are. It's just unfortunate. Most of them are like a season is like 4 episodes. Then you're like, where did that? Okay, fine. But they're straight to the point. Pop, 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 pop. I like the sarcasm in there.
They act so well.
Yeah, they act so well and stuff like that. Others, I'm like, they really draw it out, but also you're like, okay. But mostly I like detective, espionage. Yeah. Then of course there's the murder things. I have to watch the murder. What? How they were killed, how they were found in a river, how the forensics did it.
Horror? Meaning you love horror movies?
Horror? No, I can't do horrors, but I'd rather do the documentary. Horrors, I can't. Horrors, if I did a horror, I'd have to sleep with all the lights on.
Me too.
With noise in the background, like something on YouTube or what.
So what are you watching right now?
I'm watching.
Are you like me who jumps like 4? You watch usually 4 things at once?
I have my list has like about probably 50 items that I've watched this. I also hate it when they bring out episodes like every week. Sometimes I'm like, let me just wait for all of it to come out. But then I'm like, but I also want to watch. Now I can range from that to like Housewives of Potomac or like Housewives of Atlanta. Then I'm like, so who has beaten who? Who has stolen what?
The drama.
Then I'm in the drama. Then I'm in a documentary. Then I'm in a British thing. Then I'm like, just depending on the mood and what time it is and stuff like that.
Okay. So
as long as I have my worker net there, it has been paid for. I have food, I have yaka, I have water, I can be very fabulous.
Okay. You're not a book person?
Book. I do books. I used to do books a lot. Lately, not so much. But then I'll do the Stephen Kings, the Robert Ludlums, Frederick Forsyth, those kind of novels.
No.
Yeah, I know.
No. I don't think I know those authors. I'm more Daniel Steele.
Oh, Daniel Steele is you're like the rom-com kind of person. And now me, I want to know the person was injected in the neck and they left to die. Now we have to figure out who killed this person. Sometimes
I think I'm more like sitcoms. I can watch like
actually
4
even
sitcoms
go to the back
at
of the
once.
book, and I see when they say and John was walking around, I'm like, oh, so John survived. Then I go back and now read,
really?
How did John survive? Sometimes I'm on pressure. Like you're saying, John, I have pressure, you people.
Really?
I got to the back of the book.
So you want to know what happened?
I have to go and if I see John was found in a hotel, whatever, he's drinking his coffee. Oh, okay, so John survived.
So you don't want
let me go and read how he survived.
You don't want the suspense?
The suspense can be too much. If it's too much, sometimes I just leave the novel.
Really?
Yeah. I used to be the person who'd go through the whole thing and get it over and done with. So I'd be like, oh, they're going to kill him. I'd be like, okay, I put on something else.
Meaning you're now better with it. I think it just now used. You You don't do sitcoms? I'm surprised you don't do sitcoms.
The sitcoms that I would do would maybe be like Big Bang Theory or like 2.5 Men, that kind of thing. If you give me Friends, there are things I'm like, some things are too lovey-dovey. Just like, ugh.
No.
Imagine.
Neighborhood. Have you watched Neighborhood?
Is that the one with Fred, the comedian?
It should be the one.
The short, fat comedian.
I don't think dark skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be the one.
I've watched part of it. I've watched probably like 4 or 5 episodes. Yeah.
Meaning you are into the feminist. I love that. I love that. I love that. So as we continue Candycraft, what would you love to see us do better?
I don't want to say what I want you to do better. I think I prefer to say, like, just selfish Nancy. I want to be able to give you an item and I say, I found this online. I really like it. Do it in my size. And I'm the only one with it. I'm also talking also from the point of view of a mskathie VIP person.
Yeah.
And I would like to think I have that privilege and whatever it is.
Okay, now you had CCVIP from her.
I'm just saying, I would like to think. I'm just here assuming and whatever it is. But there's certain things that I see and I'm like, I would really love this kind of jumpsuit. I like how, sometimes I like, you've seen how their outfits were, like one side is black, one side is white or whatever it is, or like pink and red and that
like
kind of thing.
Two-tone outfits,
whatever it is. Or like say African material and a totally different kind of material, whatever it is. But I think for me, it's more of, they can be made, but they can be made in different colors such that not everyone is the same and that kind of thing, depending on what it is that you want to do. But I think what I'd love to see you do is, I'd like to see you push yourself. Like as Nancy, I like to challenge you or push yourself to do, I don't want to say crazier, but I don't want to say more complicated, but I feel like even with what you've done now, there are other outfits that you can bring out that would really like push you like over the edge. For example, like if you do, I like my jumpsuits. I love the jumpsuits. I like them to come back. I like them to come back in colors like no one, like say like the turquoise or whatever it is and stuff like that. I also like, just as Nancy again, a two-toned outfit. You might mix materials, say like if it's an African material.
You know, we once had a two-tone outfit. It was a pair of shorts. It was before you discovered us. It was in February 2022. The two-tone was a pair of shorts. It was mustard and black. Mustard and black.
Yeah. So, but also now I like the two-tone. Personally, I'd push you to, if you can figure out what material, say for example, does this material work well with African material? Like even when you wash, will the African material like shrink and then this one still steady, so it looks very weird and that kind of thing. So figure out like which materials work well together and what outfits you can do best to bring it out and that kind of thing. Or even look at a material where, because there's materials where say like all of them have lines and stuff like that, which is normal. Look at the material, look at where the flower is placed or whatever it is. Then when you're doing the whole outfit, where's the flower placed on the dress? Where is it placed? Like up here? Is it like down here where the pocket is and that kind of thing? Just pushing your mind to, we can be able to do this, we can be able to do this. And also if you're used to working with certain materials. So again, just push yourself to, what other material can I use to work with? Is it,
as long as it's quality, because I think
most quality,
most people know us for our fabrics.
Quality,
most people know us for our fabrics.
Exactly.
There is compliment the fabric.
So don't. And the thing also I love about your fabrics is it's easy to wash and just hang. And if there's no power, you can actually dress.
Someone else say that.
I just did it. Like I just hang with pegs like this. There's no power. It's okay. Dress up. We keep it moving.
And the funny thing is, it's not even intentional. Like it's not
serious. It's so easy.
I think it's because the fabric is just good. Like it's not intentional.
Not like even that floral thing.
Yeah, that you just wear.
I can count the number of times I've ironed it.
Right.
I think actually even in its state, like even if it has a zip, I just put my legs in and just do this. Like I've never had to unzip and zip and whatever it is. Yeah, but I know at least it gives me space for. If I was to grow bigger, then I know I can use some scan is yes.
Okay. Actually, the funny thing is, whenever I'm designing pieces, I sometimes think in my mind, would Nancy rock this?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Then you'd even know as soon as they're out, this one and this one.
I do. Like, I usually think, okay, you've designed, would Nancy rock this? Like, most times when I'm designing, I'm like, Would Nancy rock this? Is this Nancy
like,
self?
that's why, because I also know you're very sure, like even when you post on your Instagram or your feed or whatever it is or your stories, I will know that you will know that I don't think I'll rock that because I haven't liked, I haven't commented on anything, but I'll be like, I mean, it's good for other people. It's not good for me, but me in my head, I'm like, oh, okay, let me see who rocks this and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's why I was surprised when you did not ask me about the green checkered dress.
The green one in my head, I was like, okay, but why would I rock it? It fits me into when you're going to the beach, like you can remove it and whatever it is. Like I cannot play around with it as much, like just as Nancy, as much as, yeah.
Okay, so future candycraft, we're looking at more mixing fabric, more growing and whatever. Anyway, I think that should be it. Okay, so it was so lovely to have you today.
Thank you for having me too.
We should do this again. I think I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, we shall. Next year, same time.
I think next year should be something else. Next year I think we'll be making 4. So it will be something
It will be something
different.
else. Okay.
We just pray for life.
All right. Great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you too.
Good. And cut.